across now to Whitehall to our correspondent Emma Murphy, who I believe, Emma, you have a security expert with you.
Indeed I do. I'm joined at this moment by Tahir Abbas. You are a security expert with RUSI based here in London. We just need to move back a little bit if we could. Stick with us though. We will keep broadcasting as these police cars come through. If you just wait one moment, we'll rejoin Tahir Abbas. So Tahir, this has been the situation that has caused great worry now and anxiety for a long time. As we've seen terror attacks in other cities, it appears that it has finally come to London. Your assessment at this point, I realise it's very early on.
It's still very early to have any conclusive idea as to what is going on. I think the important thing is to have all the information we can possibly obtain at this stage in order to come up with any kind of hypothesis as to what's been happening today. And it's a severe incident. There have been many casualties, and there are going to be implications as a result, indeed.
What's striking is that this has happened at the Houses of Parliament, at the centre of British political life, one of the most highly guarded buildings, and yet actually what has happened did not require anybody to breach security. They took their chances on a bridge with the public and then just outside the Houses of Parliament. Looking at this with your expertise of previous attacks, does this lead you to believe this could be a so-called Islamic State related incident?
It's too early to speculate. It would be somewhat disingenuous if we made any claims about the ownership of this particular event. However, it does have the hallmarks of the kinds of incidences we've been seeing in other parts of Western Europe, with all the implications in terms of the effect, the fear, the alarm that it creates, precisely what terrorists want.
Looking on social media and on the internet, there's already some chatter, as it's described on the Islamic State related sites, about the incident that's gone on here in London this afternoon. Explain to me how the police and indeed the intelligence services will move forward now. Obviously there'll be the frontline response dealing with the casualties, securing the area as we see here, but actually in offices there's a lot of work going on now, isn't there?
Yes, immediately when this incident happened today, the work started, and in that there will be all sorts of measures taken. A lot of these activities have been rehearsed many times. I mean, this is not a completely new situation in that respect. So there are methods, procedures in place to try and think through the implications and what needs to be done. But most importantly, right now, we need all the information we can to be able to come up with a clear picture of exactly what happened and what might have caused it.
And in terms of the intelligence services, what kind of organisations or individuals will they be trying to seek information from, other than just the eyewitnesses that we have around us here?
I mean, there'll be footage available from CCTV, there'll be cameras all over Westminster. This information will be screened closely. There will be intelligence officers and security personnel who will be talking to each other at this precise moment, trying to piece together all the elements of what's happened today, trying to come up with a clear picture.
We are, of course, exactly a year on from the attacks in Brussels. They were being marked just a couple of hours before we saw the incident here in London. How closely will those investigating this be studying incidents like Brussels?
Well, there are very good synergies between the different security intelligence services across Europe. We share information, we talk to each other regularly. We know a lot of what we do in these circumstances. So it is the case that this is exactly a year since the Brussels attacks, which was a horrific event, as is this. And so there'll be certainly a great deal of symbolism, political capital gained for the terrorists, whoever they might be.
Tahir Abbas from RUSI, thank you for your time.